So the situation I'm working with is here. 10 students participated in a typing contest where the students were given 1 minute to type as many words as possible. The table below shows how many words each student typed and how many errors they made. So I typed in the X values from here and I entered them like this. Then I typed in the Y values and I entered them like this. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure it's formatted nicely. So I've moved my cursor between the A and the B columns, and I'm just going to double click. And I'm going to do that between the B and the C columns, and I'm just going to double click. And when you do that, it automatically resizes it to hold exactly what is in those columns. So it's resized it nicely for me. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to calculate the y-intercept and the slope. So there's a formula that does that. So the y-intercept is calculated using the intercept formula. And what you need to enter first is you need to enter the y values as your first parameter. So all you need to do is once you've typed it in and press the bracket, you highlight it. Then you're going to type a comma to separate the two parameters. And then you're going to put in x. And then you're going to type a close bracket and then type enter. And that will calculate the y-intercept for you. To calculate the slope, you're going to type in the slope formula. And once again, the first parameter is going to be y. And then we're going to type a comma. And then we're going to type the second parameter. And then we're going to close the brackets around the parameters. And we are going to press enter. And that has calculated the y-intercept and the slope for the data that we have here. If we wish to graph it, we highlight the information. Then we're going to go insert, chart, and it'll automatically make a scatter plot for you. And so you can see here it's pulled the information from the column headers to nicely format that for your axes headers, and it's also given your graph a title based on that information. If you wish to add a line of best fit, you go over to customize, you click on series. You have to select this even though it looks like it's selected, so select data series 1, and then you're going to scroll down and you can pick trend line. And you can see there, once you've done that, you've clicked trend line, then it's giving you the line of best fit there. As well, you can choose to, under the label, to show the equation. Now, it doesn't put the y equals part at the front, but it does put the rest of the equation. So it's y equals, and then you can see there's the slope and the y-intercept there. All right, so to grab that part again, what I did is I went over to customize series. I selected the series I wanted. Then I went down to add a trend line, and I went down to use the equation. And that is how you can both calculate the y-intercept and the slope and create a graph with the line of best fit.